You certainly did very wrong to tell the Rajah that story. Nevertheless, you have been very kind to me. I will help you in your difficulty. Send your husband here. I will provide you with a father and mother of whom you need not be ashamed." So the Ranee returned joyfully to the palace, and invited her husband to come and see her parents. When they reached the spot near where the cobra was, what a wonderful sight awaited them! There, in the place which had before been thick jungle, stood a splendid palace, 24 miles long and 24 miles broad, with gardens and trees and fountains all around, and the light shining from it was to be seen 100 miles off. The walls were made of gold and precious stones, and the carpets cloth of gold. Hundreds of servants, in rich dresses, stood waiting in the long, lofty rooms, and in the last room of all, upon golden thrones, sat a magnificent old Rajah and Ranee, who introduced themselves to the young Rajah as his papa and mamma in law. The Rajah and Ranee stayed at the palace 6 months, and were entertained the whole of that time with feasting and music, and they left for their own home loaded with presents. Before they started, however, the Ranee went to her friend the cobra and said: "You have conjured up all these beautiful things to get me out of my difficulties. But my husband, the Rajah, has enjoyed his visit so much that he will certainly want to come here again. Then, if he returns and finds nothing at all, he will be very angry with me." The friendly cobra answered: "Do not fear. When you have gone 24 miles on your journey, look back and see what you will see." So they started, and on looking back at the end of 24 miles, saw the whole of the splendid palace in flames, the fire reaching up to heaven. The Rajah returned to see if he could help anybody to escape, or invite them in their distress to his court, but he found that all was burnt down. Not a stone nor a living creature remained. Then he grieved much over the sad fate of his parents in law. When the party returned home, the Rajah's brother said to him: "Where did you get these magnificent presents?" He replied: "They are gifts from my father and mother in law." At this news the Rajah's brother went home to his wife very discontented, and asked her why she had never told him of her parents, and taken him to see them, whereby he might have received rich gifts as well as his brother. His wife then went to her sister, and asked how she had managed to get all the things. But the Ranee said: "Go away, you wicked woman! I will not speak to you. You killed the poor dog, our mother." But afterwards she told her all about it. The sister then said: "I shall go and see the cobra and get presents too." The Ranee then answered: "You can go if you like." So the sister ordered her palanquin, and told her husband that she was going to see her parents, and prepare them for a visit from him. When she reached the ants' nest, she saw the cobra there, and she went and put her finger in his mouth, and the cobra bit her, and she died. End of the story The Grateful Cobra, from the Fairy Ring. Edited by Kate Douglas Wiggin and Nora Archibald Smith. Read by Lars Rolander.